Hello, this is Smiler Flips and welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Galaxy. So in this episode we are starting the final dome. Before we go into the dome now, I do want to be able to have a quick access to the top, even though I'll probably still use this route because I prefer it, but it's better off having all the access routes available, just so that if we need to use a different access route for whatever reason we can. Also, it's to show you where exactly you can access the different things from. There we go. So now all areas are connected. So if you want to go from the garage, you can. It will save more time, but I don't particularly like that route, so I will always go up through the engine area. Because I find it easy to go that way. So these are all the galaxies, so you've got Dreadnought, Deep Dark, Melty, Molten, and that. I'm going to start with Melty Molten, just because I prefer that one over some of the other ones. And I'm pretty sure this is the one with the secret level. If it's the one where you can go in the volcano, it is the secret one. Yes. So with this game, I do think it's really good. And yes, I want to 100% complete Super Mario Galaxy, and I want to complete all the other games in the 3D All-Star Collection. That's just because the more games with 100%, the more value you get out of those games. Especially if, for instance, you've bought them. The thing is you're better off getting all your money's worth on a game than spending your money on something and then you're not doing everything it has. It's like Lego. You wouldn't buy a Lego set, do like the first 2 bags, and then say, oh, it's done. You'd literally build every single part of the Lego set and then put it on the slide. Like, I get video games are different to Lego, but the thing is you're literally spending like £40 on a video game, and then if you're not using all the content, then if you're only spending that, you're paying basically double for the stuff that you've done, rather than paying a fair amount for what you have got. There we go. We fed the Hungry Luma. It's now fed. That means now we unlock the next level. And what's the level going to be? A random planet. And once we've done this planet, then we're good to go to the next planet, then the planet after that, until eventually you get to the final planet. And when we get to the final planet of the game, it will really help out when we're completing it. Come on. I wasn't even attempting to... Okay. This is the one with the lava rocks. What you just want to do is just want to get all the silver stars. And once you've got all the silver stars, the actual next part of the once you've got all the silver stars, then you'll be able to collect the final star. Which is nearby anyway. So once the lava attracts, we can go and get it. Go, collect the star. There we go. That's the secret star collected. Now we need to go and get the main ones. Once we've got all the main stars, then we can move on to the next galaxy, which will be Deep Dark. Because I do not like the Dreadnought Galaxy because of one star on it. And when we get to that star, it's going to be a nightmare to do. Therefore, I want to leave that one till last. Not that particular star, but that galaxy in general, because I do not like the galaxy that it's in. Because of how it is. Then once we've done this level, then we can go to the next level. Which, and then once we've done that one, then we can get to the level after. Until eventually we'll level again. Once we've done every single level and collect all the stars we can, I don't mind missing one star if it means that we can complete the game. Same with if I end up doing like the odd last few stars, it's fine. And then random people are literally popping up. When random people pop up, because I'm not playing online with games. That is kind of repeated in the other Galaxy games as well. Like, you notice how much stuff has been reused between the two. genuinely do. The amount of stuff this game reuses from the first one. No, not the amount of things that number 2 reuses is ridiculous. And this planet feels exactly the same as all the other ones. Come on. Now let's smash this crystal up so that we can get the star. Then once we've got the star, then we can do the next level. My goal is to simply try and get this one done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep, come on. Yep. Yep. There we go. Go, next one. Show me the meat question. So this is a star ball level.
Yes.
The star ball levels are always difficult and very hard to do. But at least at the end of this, we're 3/4 of the way through the game. But I still prefer star ball levels over those stupid other levels that they are. Because what you want to do is you want to have dark light everything. Nope. Yep, this reuses something that's done in the first start of this level. I hate it when the galaxy uses the same type of thing in the first level as in the second level. The reason is because if you repeat the same level, what it does then is it just makes them all feel the same. And if you make all the levels feel the same, then it's not as fun. So we need the bullet bill now to chase us. You can tell it's near end game level because, yeah, when you get nearly to the end of a game, you should be able to tell that you're near the end because of the difficulty. The difficulty of the game should increase as you progress. Therefore, more of the challenging galaxies should be towards the end of Galaxy 1, and the easier galaxies should be towards the start of Galaxy 1. The only time that's different is in like a sequel. So if it's like a direct sequel that you would expect the player to have played the first one first, fair enough, you can start off with difficult levels. Especially if, when you play it, you see it as like... If Nintendo were to advertise Galaxy 2 as a more difficult version, and advertise it as being the more challenging version of the first game, or being a follow-up that promises to be more of a challenge, then yeah, Nintendo can be like, well, we did tell you that it's going to be a lot harder. Especially if it's branded as like a... Especially if it's branded as like a more difficult version. Because if advertised as a more challenging version of the original game, or a sequel that's promises to be a lot more difficult, then what Nintendo can do is they can get away with more creative levels, as long as they're not unfair, and as long as they're not ridiculously stupid to beat, yeah. Make whatever they want. They don't have to be enforced to the same level of, like, accessibility. Because if the game is designed to be a sequel over it being a beginner's intro to the franchise, yeah. Plus as well, if you have like the first few worlds be easy, then what it will allow players to do is use those levels to learn the game, and then the more challenging levels they'll be able to do. We go Fiery Dino Piranha, then after that we can start doing Deep Dark, and then after that we can do the other one, the one that I don't like, Dreadnought, and then we can do all the finalising this world stuff, and then once we've finalised everything, ready to do the Battles Battle, and do Battles Battle, then after that it's all just perfect points. Once we've done all the perfect points, then we're able to just finish the game. When we're able to finish the game, that will be good. And I do like in Galaxy 2 how they changed the... Even though it's pointless getting all the different things, we have to. Come on. Here we go, next one. I think that there is supposed to be the planet from, well, not the planet, the thing that Bowser used to steal the castle at the start. Because if it is the one that he used, it would be funny. If it was, why not have lasers coming out of it? Because if Nintendo were to do that and have, like, lasers randomly fire, that you have to avoid, it would be more of a gimmick, yeah. It'd be more gimmicky, but the thing is gimmick levels are fine in moderation. Or if, for instance, you're trying like a brand new gimmick for a level and like you're not sure, just try it and then with the gimmick, just try the gimmick, see how it works, and then if it's a failure, it's a failure. It's like anything. If you don't try to like revolutionize your game, if you don't try to make your game like unique and revolutionary, and instead focus on making it the same as the other games in the franchise, it's not going to be as memorable. Whereas if you take the time, take the money, take the budget, and then spend it on like, yes, spend it on like things that you know people will enjoy, but also try new things. I get that my opinion is slightly mixed, but that's because of how much I played this. But always try new things as a game developer, because you don't know if people are going to like it or not unless like you put it in the game. Timing on this is a lot different than it is on Galaxy 2. On Galaxy 2, it's way more, it's way quicker at resetting its tail. Okay. Its tail is more fiery at the moment than it was in Galaxy 2, but the thing is this is the first version, and yeah, they probably saw like people complaining about the boss and then wanted to sort it for the sequel and make it better. Because with Nintendo, they do like to listen to the fans. Sometimes, not all the time, but most of the time, yeah. Nintendo does like to make games that are really good.
Oh, yeah.
But they also like to make games that are like worth the money. Like Mario Galaxy was worth the money when I got it a few years ago. And considering how much I've played through it since, yeah, it's been worth it. It's been worth it enough that I've paid to literally buy the game a second time. Mario Sunshine is worth the money most of the time. The only thing that's not worth the money is the stupid stuff that, like the glitches. Mario Sunshine is a very glitchy game, but you can't blame just the game for that. You've also got to remember, at the time it was made, they had to make a fully new, they had to literally fully make the game from scratch. Nowadays, Nintendo can just take elements from the previous Mario and put them in the next one. So, for example, Odyssey, the player controller thing, was literally put into Odyssey from 3D World. 3D World also put it in like a bunch of stuff. Which is also why, probably, when you look into 3D World, no, 3D World, Odyssey folders, you've got like the Mario 3D World in there still. And even though, yeah, the code for like power-ups and that aren't actually in there, and you haven't got the models for them, in theory you'd be able to use the script from 3D World and put it into like other games and be able to use them. That's probably what Nintendo does nowadays, because your controls are very similar nowadays on every single game that's produced by Nintendo. Nintendo probably know if we just reuse the scripts, it's going to save us money, but also we know they work. We're better off spending time developing the game further and developing the new elements than just remaking the entire script that we've used on other games. For example, Mario Odyssey. By playing that, you can obviously tell that its controls were made for a different Mario 3D World, because it controls exactly the same as that game. Like, I'm not saying that as a diss, because I do think it's good that Nintendo are doing that, because if you can put a solid game control into your video game, it really helps make your game that much better. Because if you're spending the money to make a new game controller and then it's all glitchy, yeah. Whereas is, especially in the modern day where you can update glitchy games, which in one way it's bad, because when you have new games out the box, they shouldn't be missing features, they shouldn't require massive patches like Sonic Boom did. What they should do is they should instantly just be like, here's your game, this is what you've paid for, here is everything. Because live service games, or games where it requires you to update them for it to be like fully valid, is ridiculous. Let's take let's take the Wii U game Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Let's just take that as an example. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is literally one of the worst Sonic games that was ever produced. And yeah, the reason it was so badly received was due to the way the game played. And yeah, if Sega, the people who make Sonic, had have just took more time to work on the game, make the game look, well, basically optimise the game so it works properly, over focusing on just trying to get it released. Delaying a game by a month is better than releasing a game in a broken state, or releasing it with features missing, or requiring a massive update to play it, because yeah, that's an issue. So thanks for watching this episode. In the next episode we will continue our adventure through the cosmos and we'll get the next galaxy finished, and maybe even start Dreadnought. So thanks for watching this episode and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!